Hey, what's up guys, this is Kazoo here, and welcome to episode 108 of Skill into Glory. And before we do start, I'd like to let you know that I'm currently working on the next episode of the Copa America Road to Glory. A lot of people have been asking me when the next episode will go live, and I'm gonna try to do my best to get it up today, because I already recorded the episode. If I won't make it today, it will be up tomorrow for sure, and I'm also gonna try to bring it out a little bit more frequently, even though the Copa America is obviously over. It is still a series you guys seem to enjoy very well. So as I said, I'm gonna try to upload a bit more frequently. The main kind of reason why I wasn't able to record any episodes was because I had some camera issues for my face cam. You might notice it when I upload those fatal videos, like after 16 minutes or something, my camera just decided to go off, which was really annoying, because when you're playing, you obviously can't fully focus on playing the game and also pay attention to the camera when it decides to go off. So it is something that I kind of have to keep in mind with, but luckily enough I managed to get it fixed, which is great. So as I said, it should be back tomorrow, which is nice, and I'm gonna try to do my best to get a few more episodes out this week as well, to kind of make it up for you guys as well. But anyway, in the background you see we came up against a pretty strong team with a few team decisions, I do believe, as well. And yeah, it actually went really well. We scored some pretty awesome goals. So a nice goal there from Terrept as well, lovely volley which went off the crossbar and in. Then from a corner he managed to get himself a goal back with Tony Kroos. He got a pretty nice touch pass to my defenders, and he managed to get himself a goal back. I wasn't really that afraid, since the whole game pretty much we were sort of dominating. You can see we had a big chance there as well with Terrept. I kind of messed up the fancy shot, which was unfortunate, because would have meant we would have scored another fancy shot. Then a nice volley there from, I think, Charisma, which the goalkeeper saved, and that is how the game ended. So we ended up winning 4-1. You could have seen from the stats that we were clearly dominating. I think we had 10 shots in total in the very end, and my opponent had 3 shots on target. So we go into the next game, where we come against a Turkish league team with mainly players from Galatasaray and also Fenerbahce. And we start things off with Charisma there in the 6th minute on the ball with some skill moves. We decide to play it off to Terrept, who plays it off to Thiago. I saw Busufa trying to make the run. Eventually we pass it off to him, and we do make it 1-0 to pick up the first goal in the game, and also his 5th goal in total. Then in the 18th minute, this time we play it off to Nani. We get past one of the defenders very nicely. Again, I tried to beat the goalkeeper, tried to go for a fancy shot, but his defender just managed to block the ball off. Then in the 45th minute, I surely thought this was going to be a free kick. You can see right there, I got fouled with the Terrept while doing a blanco hop, but the referee decided not to give a free kick, and then instead on the counter he went with a low cross, and Naldo scores an own goal. I mean, how did this happen? I just don't know. It auto-switched me back to Naldo, and he scored an own goal. You can see from the replay that my goalkeeper didn't really do anything. He was just watching how the ball went into the back of the net. So a really annoying goal to concede, especially since it was the only kind of attempt my opponent had in the first half on goal. So yeah, pretty frustrating to actually concede a goal like that. But anyway, into the second half, again we just started dominating. We played it off to Terrept there after my opponent got a corner. We went on the counter-attack. You can see he had 5 defenders back, and we still managed to go through with Terrept. He was very low on fitness, but we still managed to make it 2-1 there. A nice shot at the near post to make it 2-1 in our favor and take the lead back again in this game. Then he made a change, decided to bring on Emenike, trying to force something for him. Again, we went on the counter, again trying to go for a fancy shot, but this time it went completely wide. Then in the 87th minute, towards the end of the game, we managed to pick up a penalty after we went on a nice skill run there with Nani. And it is, of course, the main man Busufa who steps up for it, and we put it into the top corner to make it 3-1 and pick up his 6th goal as well and make it game over. Then straight from kickoff, he decided to kick it back to the goalkeeper. I first thought he was just gonna waste time or something, but he decided to score an own goal, and I seriously don't know why people do this. Some people have done this before against me, and I seriously don't know why they do it. You guys have told me before in the comments that this is some sort of a way they rage or something, but I think it's just seriously so pointless to score own goals when you're losing a game or something. Just leave then, or just waste time, like I said before, which I actually thought he was going to do. But that is how the game ended. We ended up winning 5-1. Then we move on in what will be the final game of this episode, and we come up against a pretty strong Bundesliga team with a lot of pace, especially the front three with Royce, Aubameyang and also Robben. And after 2 minutes, we already conceded a goal, and from that point I just knew how this game would end up, because you can see after 5 minutes he already makes it 2-0. He was just playing through balls every single time, just trying to break through with pace and stuff, especially with Aubameyang and Royce. So it was very hard to defend it, but we still managed to get a goal back there with Thiago to pick up the 8th skill goal in total. A pretty decent one as well. From those minutes we create some more chances, but you can see right there I make one mistake. He goes on the counter, plays it off to Aubameyang, way too fast to catch up with, and he makes it 3-1. So that is how the game kind of went. Quick counterattacks from my opponent. Then 21st minute, some great stuff from Taarabt, some nice bit of skill. We play it off to Nani, and we make it 3-2 in the very end to sort of give us a goal back. But then 24th minute, he gets himself another goal back, this time from a free kick, and I just knew already when he got that free kick that it would have been a goal, because that was just a perfect spot. I could have put a player on the line, but I'm not that kind of person who puts players on the line, because personally I think it is just kind of a sad thing to do. Even though goalkeepers are terrible when it comes to saving free kicks, I'm not really a big fan of it. So yeah, we got another goal back, I think, with Nani, near post finish. The 38th minute, this was actually really nice done for my opponent. Beats two of my defenders with, I think, a bit of LT-RT dribbling, and makes it 3-5. So yeah, that was half time. I can see from the stats, seriously, those stats just didn't make sense at all. We had 3 goals, which all were shots, and it still said we had 1 shot on target. I think that is something that doesn't really make sense. But anyway, we move on into the second half. Again, my opponent got himself a big chance. A fantastic tackle, which ended up him actually hitting the post. Then we move on in the 63rd minute. We got through there with Taarabt. We beat 2 of his defenders who actually ran into each other. We got through, and we finished off really nicely with his weak foot off the post and in to make it 4-5. And sort of give us that comeback into this game, because there were still a few minutes left and we still had some chances to actually make it all even in this game. And towards the end, we got a chance there with Nani when his defender sort of messed up, but unfortunately his goalkeeper ended up saving it, and that is how the game ended. So yeah, we move on to the stats. And once again, you can completely see that the stats just don't make sense at all. It says we had 1 shot on target, even though we had the exact same thing in the first half, and we still managed to score a goal. I mean, those stats were just seriously so messed up, it just doesn't really make sense. And personally, I think sometimes the stats overall are sometimes kind of messed up, because sometimes I seriously have the feeling that I'm playing like really good, have lots of chances, but then when you check the stats, they are in the opponent's favor, even though he didn't really create that many chances. Let me know if you sometimes think the same, because it is something I actually sometimes notice when I'm actually playing games. But anyway, guys, that is going to be the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then make sure to leave a like, would be very much appreciated. And if you can hit 3,000 likes, that would be absolutely awesome. So I'd like to thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.